I'm Deepak Chopra. You're watching One World with Deepak Chopra, brought to you today from New York City and from Delos Living, where we are at the moment. So I have a very special guest today, Jason Silva, who's been called a new breed of philosopher. If you don't know him, then you should, and you'll find out why in the next few minutes. Jason, thanks for coming here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an absolute honor. I'm a big fan.
I want the audience to know your story. That's how we start.
Great.
Tell me about where you grew up and where you are now.
So I was born and grew up in Caracas, Venezuela, and I studied in an international school where I graduated in the year 2000. But it was nice growing up there because international school provided me with friends from all over the world. And then from there, I got to go to college right in the United States. And you know, Venezuela back in the day used to be a very prosperous nation. It has since been on its way down. But you know, when I grew up there, it was a pretty amazing place. And then I studied film and philosophy at the University of Miami. Film and philosophy, people ask me why those two majors, and I think it's because I always loved movies. I thought that cinema was the best way to sort of communicate subjective experience, to communicate stories, you know, through sort of, I thought that media was a really powerful tool to affect people. And then philosophy, because I was always a lover of ideas, right? So big ideas, metaphysical ideas were, for me, just a way to arrest time, right? Sort of antidotes to existential despair. You know, big ideas provided rabbit holes that I could tumble down and spend endless amounts of time just sort of indulging in sort of these heady spaces. And because my mom is an artist and a sculptor and a poet, she encouraged me to sort of follow my bliss. And so double majored in film and philosophy, and then got a job immediately thereafter working for Al Gore's TV station, Current TV, where I worked with your son. And I was one of the very first personalities that was hired, and I was hired based on a 14-minute documentary about hedonism and transcendence that I submitted to them. So it was about it was basically an indictment of conventional religion, which supposedly held the passport to divine experience. And I felt that you could actually hack that, and you could find divine experience through art and through sexuality and through intoxication, perhaps. And so it was just my student rebellious phase.
Bacchus.
Yeah, the Bacchanalian. You got it, exactly. And so I got to move to Los Angeles, met Al Gore, worked at Current, which was a very progressive channel, for 4.5 years. And when I left the network, I felt that online video had come of age, so to speak. People didn't roll their eyes at you anymore if you said you were going to do video on the internet. So here I was leaving television and doing web content on the web. And I was attending TED conferences. I was a big fan of technology figures like Ray Kurzweil, people talking about exponential change and the future and what's coming next. And I think the sort of philosopher in me was really excited by this stuff, and I decided to start making my own content, remixing a lot of the ideas that I was thinking about.
Now, I saw some clips. Did you make them?
Yeah.
You actually produced them?
Exactly. So I self-funded a series of short films that I call philosophical espresso shots that explore the coevolution of humans and technology along with creativity, metaphysics, existentialism. But the first few films that I made were about exponential change in information technology, which was something that our linear local brains have a difficulty understanding. And Ray Kurzweil talks about the technological singularity, this moment in which biotechnology, nanotechnology, and artificial intelligence kind of coalesce and overlap, and we have this moment of just a transcendence of the human condition and so on and so forth. And I started trying to popularize these ideas with these little films, and they got really popular on the web.